Hi, I'm Julie and I'm going to be giving you a quick lesson on how to use our costing tool. The first thing that will happen once you've purchased the costing tool is you will be sent a link to something that looks just like this. The first thing to do before you do anything else is to please make your own copy. So because we are using free software, Google Sheets, which is very similar to Excel and you can save it as an Excel sheet, but we're trying to keep the costs down and make it available to people who don't have access to Excel. It means that everybody is using the same link. So before you do anything else, click on File up at the top left-hand corner, onto Make a Copy, and you can call it whatever you like. I'm going to call mine Julie's Sheet. I'm going to save it into my Google Drive, but you could choose to save it into your computer, whatever's convenient. This will open a new window. The new window will be an exact copy, but it will have your name at the top, whatever you decided to call it. So Julie's Sheet up at the top, so you know you're not working on the general sheet. Right, then how to use it. It's very simple to use, and it's great because once you have updated or entered ingredient costs, it will reference those for all the recipes that you're using. You don't need to change it in every single recipe. So the first thing to do is at the bottom here, the first sheet is called Ingredients Reference List. So I've entered a few here just as examples for you to see. All you had to do if the price were to change is to go to the price and adjust it accordingly. I'm going to add a new one here just so that you can see how we go. Adding sugar. The units that mostly the recipes come in are grams. The cost of the ingredients. So this will be whatever's on your supermarket slip, let's say $34.99, but you will also need to know the size of the pack that you purchased. So a bag of sugar for that price is usually 2.5 kilograms, but because we're working in grams, you need to convert that into 2,500 grams. And that will give you an ingredient cost per unit. So that is the cost for 1 gram. A lot of times it will show up here as 1 cent, but that's because it's rounded up for the units to be shown in cents. But when it references it, it will be more exact. So your costing sheets will actually even be more accurate. Right, then you want to enter a recipe, go to Costing Tool. I'm going to click here to add your recipe name. So let's call it cake. And then go to your first ingredient. So let's say it's flour. The quantity required in the recipe is maybe 250 grams. You will need to choose a unit, and then it will give you the cost per unit, which is what is referencing, and the total for the recipe. So the flour in this recipe will cost R2.10. And you would do that for all your ingredients. In some cases, like salt, I have simply added it as a pinch, which only gives you a 1 cent. And that is just to make sure that they are accounted for even small items. Once you've done all the ingredients for a recipe, it will total up the total at the bottom here, and that is your cost of ingredients. In this case, it's R2.22. If there are not enough fields and you need to add more, where it says more places to put your ingredients, you would simply insert a few rows. So insert one above, copy one of those rows. So right click, go to copy, right click again, and paste. So you can add more ingredients in that way or remove them simply by deleting those rows, and it will add the total up here for you. If you wanted to make a new recipe, you could either copy and paste this section. So copy that whole section, right click onto copy, scroll down, and right click again onto paste, and it will give you another one. So you could add another recipe for biscuits or whatever it may be. You could actually also copy the sheet if that's easier for you, but this way it all stays on one page. So you can have all your ingredients together and have all your total costs for each recipe given right there. Let us know how it goes. If you have any problems, we would love to help, and I can't wait to help you all get your recipes costed properly. I know this is a source of great concern for a lot of people. Have fun with your bacon. Bye!